guys, welcome back to the YouTube. It is 2 days later from the video you just saw. He's going a bit fast, isn't he? 2 days from the YouTube video that I just posted up. I had a rest day yesterday and we are back training today. We have pull. Gonna be an M13 again. Reason being, I'm training solo today, and a part of me wanted to train in oxygen, but it's like a 25-minute drive. I didn't really want to spend a Uber fee there and back on my own. So when I do go to oxygen, it will be with Mikey and or one of the other boys that I'm with, so we can kind of split that fare each way. Makes it a little bit more manageable because the day passes out here are like €20 as well. But as you can see, I'm not in a taxi to M13, I'm walking. It's only like a 40-minute walk. And in terms of last night, so last night was Saturday night, so the boys went a little bit harder and heavier in terms of the sesh last night, so they're going to be a lot more stagnant and less moving today. So I'm going to walk to and back from M13 to get some steps in, because I'm still trying to keep my movement high while I'm out here. Even though I am on holiday, I still want to be executing the prep as well as possible. So it's about a 35-40 minute walk there and back, so that will be like 8k steps done pretty early doors. The time is 10 to 11 actually, so a little bit of a later start than my leg day. Reason being, I didn't get home last night until about 1, to be fair, because although I am in prep, like, it's not an excuse to be a boring, miserable twat, you know? So some of the boys didn't get back till like 4, 5-ish, I don't think, but managed to have the energy to stay out past midnight, which was, I think they appreciate that. Well, I hope they do anyway. But yeah, felt good. Slept for like six hours. Had a coffee and a white monster this morning, and my pre-workout meal, which was a cream of rice cake, and it's absolutely unreal, baked in the oven for 30 minutes, and it tastes absolutely divine. Food wise, I still have plus 100 grams of carbs to my baseline, so that's like almost 400 grams of carbs today. It's like 383 or something. But scale weight and body weight is pretty much holding. I've actually, I dropped 0.1 yesterday. Dropped 0.1 this morning from yesterday's weight, and yesterday's weight was 0.1 down from the day before. So I am still losing weight while I'm away on holiday. Not obviously very fast, but it's still weight being lost regardless, and I'm on more food, so that's a good thing. That's a good thing. I'm not fucking up and spilling over on holiday, which would be very easy to do, as the food out here is absolutely stunning. I've been going out for meals with the boys and just not eating, and yeah, it's it's one of those things where the food just looks divine, and you're like, oh, like a part of you is like, yeah, I fucking wish I could eat that. But at the same time, when you're so focused on a goal and it means so much to you, the sacrifices are just, you don't suffer from the sacrifice. It's more so, it's a necessary sacrifice, and it's a necessary thing that just needs to be done in order to achieve the goal. So it's not really like that big of a deal. You're kind of just like, okay, yeah, that food looks good, but I want to step on stage with absolutely dug out glutes. So you're not like, oh, I wish I could eat. So it's all good in that sense. I think that's just a mentality thing as well. Like, no one's got a gun to my head saying you have to prep. you have to eat strict. I'm choosing to. So what an absolute melt I would be if I chose to prep and then was just complaining about it. But it's just, the main thing is that I'm there with my best mates on holiday having a good time. That's what's important. Obviously the food is a bonus if I could eat it, but that's not the be all and end all. So don't feel like you can't go on holiday and do nice things even when you're prepping. And I'm pretty deep in prep now. Like, from the first show it's 6 weeks today. So it's not like I'm like 3 weeks into prep. Like, I'm not far off stage condition. Food is low. I don't have much more body weight to pull off, and I'm still out in Marbella having a good time, being up till 1 a.m. Don't get me wrong, I'm not on the piss, but I'm still having a good time socializing and actually enjoying it as well. Like, I'm not forcing myself to go out there. I'm going out because I want to be out with my mates socializing. So don't victimize your prep. Just fucking do what you would do anyway and just enjoy it, man. Like I said earlier, you're choosing to prep, so make the most out of it. But in other news, prep slash life update. Like I said, I'm 6 weeks out from the first show, 8 weeks out from the first main show. The first show I'm doing is actually an untested federation. Well, it's an untested show, so I will be up against some big old boys. But it'll be good to break the ice on competing, get out on stage with a little bit less pressure in a show that's not a main priority show for me. So that will be good. That's in 6 weeks, and to be honest, I'm not a million miles off condition wise, so that's why I've been on more food the last couple of days. Well, since I've been training out here, really, I've been on more food, just because condition wise I am kind of closing in on that point where you need to be very careful on not getting too lean too early and it affecting performance and tissue retention. So more food has been gone in just to slow down that rate of loss and just to preserve training performance, and it's definitely worked because training has been really good. My lifts are still retaining. Some lifts are actually progressing now that a bit more food's gone in, which is really good to see, and I'm still getting very good pumps. Like you often see when you get flat and you get to like the back end of a diet, just your ability to get a pump just diminishes, but I'm still getting some sick pumps, can't lie. So that's very good. So from the 10th of August I will be essentially a full-time online coach, 50-50 with SW7, and then obviously my own online coaching, which has come on loads in the last couple of months, which I'm really happy with myself about, because it's one of those things, online coaching, where you don't necessarily get the immediate gratification and the immediate results, but if you just stick with it, keep putting content out there, whether it be via YouTube or informative stuff on Instagram and whatnot, it will come eventually. So if you are someone who's an online coach, I'm not saying I'm uber successful, because trust me, I'm really not, compared to people like, I look up to Finn and people like that who, you know, make a killing from this job. I'm nowhere near that. But if you are someone who wants to start online coaching, but you feel like, I don't know, you don't know if you'll be able to do it, just do it, and don't be discouraged if it doesn't pop off straight away. If you enjoy it, which is why you should be doing it in the first place, if you enjoy it, just start and just get after it. And eventually, if the content you're putting out there provides value, people will approach you. It's as simple as that. So that's work. Other life update, me and Millie are no longer together, so I am a single man. Obviously some of you may know, well, on my earlier YouTube videos, obviously Millie was in some of them, but we parted ways coming up to a month ago now. So yeah, that's cool. That was one of those things. It just grew apart from each other, I think, and that's normal in life. It's nothing to get caught up on and blame each other for. We broke up in a sense where there was no animosity or aggro behind the decision, and I think in the long term it will be better for both of us. But obviously it's not ideal because we were together for a pretty long time, and obviously I'm in prep, so it kind of threw not a spanner in the works, but like mentally it's been a little bit interesting having to deal with that and process that alongside digging for condition, bro. So yeah, that's a full life update. That might be TMI, I don't know, but it's good to be transparent on here. You know, people love transparency. But look at this beautiful scenery as I'm walking to the gym. Like, do you get much better gym walks than this? I am a little bit concerned that I'm going to have a incredible duffel bag tan line by the time I get to the gym. However, it's still early. It's like 10 past 11 now, so the UV shouldn't be too high, but I am pretty pale and pasty, so it would not surprise me if I did get a little tan line, but we'll see. Training wise, I am in for pull, gonna hinge at the start and then get onto the back work. So in terms of session layout, it's gonna be 2 lat pulls, 2 rows, and that's probably it. That is probably it. Like some biceps as well, but I think it will be vertical lat pull, chest supported row, lat row, and then like a teres pull down of some sort. Might do another lat. We'll see. I'm not really following a specific strict plan while I'm out here. The main thing that I am following though is 2 principles, which are training intensity and training accuracy. Those are the 2 pillars that matter more than anything in terms of training. Like, you can rep whatever the rep range, whatever the movements, as long as you train hard within a close proximity to failure and you train accurately, so you're actually hitting the desired muscle group intended when performing the movement, you will grow. Obviously, yes, there is ways that you can optimize that situation by honing in on specific rep ranges and execution and all these other things to optimize that. But bottom line is, if you're accurate with your exercise selection and execution and you train with intensity, it doesn't really matter if you're using dumbbells, barbells, machines, cables, whatever it may be. They all work. So if you're on holiday and you're not sure what to train, or like you're not sure, like you're like, oh my god, like I don't have my prime pieces, I'm not going to grow, I don't have the same machines and the same session as when I'm at home, so it's going to fuck me up. Like, bro, chill out. Like, it's not that big of a problem. Just get after it and enjoy it. At the end of the day, you are on holiday. You're there to have fun and rest and recover from your normal life. Marbella is absolutely gorgeous. I fucking love it here. There's just beautiful cars everywhere. There's money everywhere, which is inspiring. And it's very civilized. It's a very civilized city. Obviously, I'm sure there is some dodgy stuff going on, because in any city where there's money, there's always underground stuff going on. But in terms of what I've seen and what I've experienced, It's very clean. It's very civilized, sophisticated, quite mature, which is nice. So, like, you go down to like the marina and you go down to the port where the party life is strong, and you can go there without drinking. Like, partying is not the focus of Marbella. I would say the focus of Marbella is kind of affluency, and then partying is like a sub focus. So it's not like when you go to fucking Magaluf or something and you just have to get on the sesh. You can come to Marbella, not drink for a whole week, and have an absolutely amazing time, which is exactly what I'm having at the moment. I love it here. I've been here earlier this year, a couple of months ago, and I plan on coming here a couple of times a year, every year, to be honest. One day it would be lovely to have an apartment out here, if possible. But holy smokes, I've been yapping for 18 minutes. So I'm going to wrap it up here, but obviously you'll see me in the gym. But the reason I wanted to do this kind of video today is just because the leg day was very raw, very just straight up training. And I wanted to actually give you guys a piece of my mind for this video. So I will see you in the gym for pull. Alright, so we are going to start with pull-ups today. So it's just going to be 2 sets of pull-ups, both weighted, and then we're going to go straight into the barbell RDL. Do the pull-ups first just to get the back nice and warm. It helps me kind of feel tighter when I then hinge, but then I want to keep the RDL second, so I'm still pretty fresh going into it. Obviously I've had a healthy amount of caffeine now, but I'm still aware that I didn't sleep amazingly last night, so get the RDL and the really high demand movement done relatively early would be great, because movements like single arm lat pull downs and bicep curls, even if I'm flagging, I know I can still give a high level of output with them, whereas an RDL, if I feel fucked, the output and the actual amount of load I'm going to use may diminish. So start with pull-ups. 40 kilo on the weighted belt. Best I've done on this is 45 for, I believe, 6. Dropped it down by 5 kilo just to try and get a little bit of a cleaner set. And I'm on holiday, and I'm just taking into consideration the fact that my sleep has been a lot worse than it would be back in Cardiff. So if I can get 6 with 40 kilo or more, I'll take that all day. Alright, set 1 done. 40 kilo for 6, which is sound. Sound given the fact, different gym, on holiday, less sleep. Best I've done, I think I mentioned it, but best I've done is 45 for 6, so not mad at that at all. Back off is just going to be 20 kilo, and I'd like to get 10 reps there, definitely. But we shall see. I know I'm getting leaner because this weight belt is barely sitting on my hips anymore. It used to be tight. It used to like almost cut into my hips, and now it's like slipping off my hips. So you know that waistline's coming in a little bit, like, surely. That was 10, I'll take that all day, all fucking day. Right, on to the hinge now. Kind of old school cast iron 20 kilo plates. Well, they're actually 45-pound plates, so like 20.4, but you know, what's the difference between 20 kilo and 20.4? Like, if you say you can feel the difference, you can't really, unless you've got like 8 plates per side, then fair enough.
RDMS.
.9 kilograms.
RDMS.
Holy fuck. Whew. That was like 2:15 for 5. It's around 2:15 because it's 1.6 times 2 is 3.2 plus 1.8. Yeah, 2:15. So 5 kilo up from 2 weeks ago, 1 rep down. Holy fuck, that first rep felt fucking awful. I was like, after that first rep, I was like, I don't know if I've got more. But you grit your teeth and you fucking just get after it, don't you? You're like, come on. So I'll take that. 2:15 for 5. I think that matches my best RDL that I've maybe ever done. I've only really ran RDLs in diet phases because I feel they're a bit safer for me than pulling from the floor. I think in my pre-prep diet, when I was a good chunk heavier, I think I did maybe 2:15 for 6. So to be like 7 kilo lighter than that and to only be down 1 rep, fucking over the moon with that. Happy days. Right, just kind of cooling down a little bit after that RDL set, because I do need, whenever I do an RDL set, especially one that's low reps like that, I need like 10-15 minutes just to gather myself. What we're going to go into next is single arm lat pull down. I might do like a dual close arm pull down just for time reasons, because it's only going to get hotter into the day now. So a vertical pull down, chest supported row, teres pull down, lat row, arms, well biceps, then be done, I think. But fucking hell, I already feel fucked after that. That's why I'm so glad I put it second. So I just need to regroup for a bit and then I can hit the rest of the session nice and hard. So T-bar row now. I'm not actually sure what brand this is. Pro Maxima, but it feels lovely. Drops off in the short really nice. So just going to work up plate by plate until we get to a working set weight in 2 sets. First set will be 5 to 8. Second set like 8 to 12. dropped the load down by a plate, so 3.5 plates, and should definitely get a 10 repper here. I mean, that top set felt good, it just was heavy. So the range wasn't amazing, but I still put a lot of load through kind of scapular retraction, so it felt good. It just wasn't highest of quality set. So general rule of thumb that I use with myself and majority of clients is, if you are gonna shithouse the top set a little bit and do a low repper, a bit of an ego lift, make up for that on the back off with a very clean set. Obviously still training just as hard, but just ensure that the rep quality is a little bit higher with a slightly higher rep set. So I think 10 reps is a minimum here. But I've also just realized as well, like, prep brain's kicking in, because I said I was going to do a single arm lat pull down first, but I've gone straight into a chest supported row. It's not the end of the world though, so I'll just do the single arm lat pull down next. Two sets done there. That felt really, really good. I think it was less than 10 reps to be honest, but felt mint. It's so hot in here. The pump cover will be coming off soon, that's for sure. Alright chaps, time for the single arm lat pull down. Was going to go on a cable, but there's like this group of like 4 Spanish women that are just rotating between every single cable. So they're doing a mag grip, pull down on one, a close grip, pull down on the other, and then doing a wide grip cable row on one of the cable rows, and then another close grip row on the other, and they're rotating. Optimal, boys, optimal. But I'm using this hammer strength lat pull down. It does diverge quite a lot, so put a D handle on it so I can kind of semi-supinate, and I just need to shift my body weight over a lot to kind of line up with the line of the machine. But it's going to be 2 sets each arm. I have no real idea how many reps this is going to be, but 2 plates felt fine, so I'm going to go 3 plates now, see how that moves and go from there. Okay, 10 reps there. This is very hard in the short, just because the plates move from here to there, so they're vertical with gravity at the top, so they're going to be hardest in that position. So 10 reps there, match reps on the right side, and then I'll probably just do same weight for the second set as well. So obviously done like the Terry's mid-back lat pull, which was the pull-ups, then RDL'd, then did the mid-back row, then did the lat pull. I was debating either doing a lat row next or another chest supported row, But again, those Spanish ladies are in rotation on the cable row, so I can't really do a lat row. So I'm going to do this chest supported row, another chest supported row, and I might potentially go upstairs and do a lat row as well. So it's quite a lot of volume, but I feel good and I'm enjoying it, so I'm just going to fucking listen to my body. And then it's just going to be 2 sets of biceps, one preacher and then one with the shoulder behind the body. Simple, probably only going to be 1 set here as well. Whoa, that actually felt fucking fantastic. I'm gonna do a lat row next, 1 set, and then biceps to finish, and then pose. Right, ladies and gents, that is session done. I didn't bother filming biceps because I kind of wanted to just get it done quick and get out so I can enjoy this beautiful sun. Uber is on the way, well, it's a Bolt, not an Uber, to pick me up. But yeah, good session. I did pose. The lighting was a bit shadowed. I might put a couple pics by here, I might not. But time to get home, have post-workout meal, and enjoy the rest of the day in the beautiful sun. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like. And I hope you enjoyed all the waffle that was in the earlier stages of the video. But I will speak to you all very soon. I think I'm going to record my push session tomorrow in oxygen as well, so you'll probably see that. But take care, enjoy your life, stay positive. See you in the next one.